The most valuable bit of real estate on the planet is the screen. It's constantly on our hands. Software is constantly being delivered to us, but most end users have no say or input in the development of the products that they spend all their time and money on. Any software product that's used, whether it's a mobile app, a video game, a social media platform, something for your business, your banking software, we're in the middle of a software revolution, right? And we're only in the early stages. Software is going to be worth over $1 trillion annually. Try and remember the last time that someone actually capable and responsible for building the products you pay time and money on asked you for your input on something they were thinking about building or changing or adding. Parlor is what we call a customer collaboration platform designed to transform the way that software teams engage their customers in order to more efficiently build their software products. So through Parlor, essentially what these companies can do is preview all the potential new feature ideas they're considering building or adding or changing in their product with their user population inside of their live product before they write a single line of code. Parlor on the back end then has an analysis engine, which basically scans all of those conversations and reports a single next step for the product team for each one of those new features they're considering building. We can essentially tell them which features should you build, which features should you kill, which features should you really keep iterating on before you commit more time to. That allows them to validate the impact of all these new ideas that otherwise could cost them thousands or millions of dollars to develop before they spend any time or money building them. And not only that, but it makes the user population feel like they're involved, like they have a real stake in the success and growth of this product over time. If you look at the typical cost of a focus group in America, for software companies in 2018, it's about $18,000. Parlor for an entire year costs less than $3,000. And we allow you to have unlimited access to your user population, unlimited sharing and collecting of feedback on ideas. The idea, or really necessity, for Parlor came about while my co-founders and I were working at our last startup in Boston called Firecracker. It was an early stage ed tech startup. I made a personal commitment for a year to essentially commit to a life without lying to anyone about anything, which was a really interesting undertaking at the time, especially because my job at Firecracker required me to interact with users every single day. And if anyone who has built software for a living knows, whenever a user asks you if you're building something, you say, oh, absolutely, it's coming at some point in the future. But I couldn't do that anymore because I had made this commitment to not lying, and I was writing and blogging about my experience on this website called Adventures in Honesty. But we're actually dramatically increasing our user satisfaction by just being blatantly honest with them. And that was really this aha moment for our team that there's something more here, right? What we're doing is not just building features. Like, what we're doing here is trying to build a long-lasting rapport with our user population. And the way to do that is to involve them deeply in the thought processes behind what we're thinking of building and adding. And so that essentially became the impetus for going out and starting Parlor, the company.